This is Laura, the main protagonist of Folly of the Wizards. She's just a clumsy wizard apprentice who somehow found herself with the hefty task of ridding the land of ravaging demons. Now, how does she find herself in this situation? Well, that's what we're going to be looking at today, as we take a deep dive into the world of Folly of the Wizards, the 2D action roguelike, full of lore, legends, and all types of secrets to unpack. To start off the story, we introduce you to the Wizard Cult, a formidable force of wizards who have established themselves by protecting the land from demons and other dark entities using their magic prowess. Peace reigned in the land, however this turned out to be short-lived, as it didn't take long for new, stronger demons to start infiltrating the land. With the more experienced wizards now declining in age, they are left with no choice but to entrust the fate of the world into their wacky wizard apprentices, and this is where you come in. At the start of a new game, you'll get a choice to play with 4 wizard apprentices: Laura, Bukira, Bolwyn, and Shimu. These wizards in training all have unique stats. For example, Bolwyn starts off with extra health, but his attacks aren't that strong, whereas Bukira has a very strong attack, but only 1 heart of health. This means the character you choose can have a large impact on how you play the game. In every new save of a game, maps, enemies, and item spawns are randomized, meaning that each run provides something different to the last. To complete the game, you must play through a minimum of 5 maps, clearing rooms of enemies and tough boss fights. The final map being the Wizard Palace, which has been overrun by demons, so it's up to you to save the legacy of the wizards and ultimately the world. Now let's talk about Folly of the Wizards' very own affinity system, which will heavily affect your gameplay runs. As you step into the shoes of a wizard apprentice, you will encounter 4 main NPC characters on your quest to save the world. You can either aid you in your journeys or impose themselves as obstacles, depending on how you interact with them. These characters consist of Lan the Merchant, Mingo the Forgotten Wizard, Nero the Blob King, and Varana the Blood Witch. Your responses impact your relationships with these characters, and can change how your run will go, with certain items only being accessible once reaching a certain affinity level with characters, as well as some items directly changing your affinity. There are also additional maps that can become available depending on your affinity with these characters, as you either look to help them or become a foe. The affinity mechanic will also prove itself significant in the grand scheme of things, as your affinity can also affect the game ending, with many alternate endings to be discovered, meaning your choices matter in Folly of the Wizards.